Good morning. It is Thursday, July 6, 2023. It is 7:12 in my locale. And it is 82 degrees and it's supposed to go up to 90. And of course, there's automatically heat advisory. One more time, same thing as yesterday. A heat advisory in Florida in July? Oh my God, the world's gonna end. Goddamn, people are stupid. Anyway, I did say that we had some excitement yesterday, so let's share it out. I had 4 tours yesterday. One small one, 3 good-sized ones. Not bad, very warm, humid, not a lot of air moving, so it took some extra time to make sure you stayed cool, stay hydrated, stay with your electrolytes. Now, I found out that there was a dead crocodile. This is the second one. Okay, floating around, and they said, oh yeah, that's been there for a couple days. We didn't tell. I was like, well, I haven't been to work a couple days, so maybe I didn't get the memo because you didn't tell me. Now it's a discovery for me. Thanks for your help. They had called the Park Service. Park Service actually grabbed it and started to pull it away and put it over into where the Park Service is to put it up on the dock. They got it up on the dock. They were getting ready to do a necropsy because it's the second dead one. The first one they found bite marks, so they know it was an attack. They were going to look at the second one. As soon as they got it on the dock, another large crocodile grabbed the body, pulled it into the water, and ran away with it. So for the last 3 tours, I found where that crocodile was. So we got to see what a territorial display. This animal was pretty much not eating the other animal, but playing with it, which is normal. I actually looked up a couple of videos, and that's why they said it was a territorial display. He was throwing it around, banging it in the water. I hate to say it, but this is very male. Okay, basically saying, look at what I got. This is my space. Leave me alone. Do you want the same thing to happen to you? So a lot of people got to see something that they will never ever see in their entire lives. They got to see an animal in the wild acting in a way to display a territorial event around them. Because this thing never took a bite out of it. Grabbed it in its mouth, slammed it, threw it up in the air, pushed it in the water. It was very dramatic. It's a shame I didn't get any video of it, but the biggest thing, and I shouldn't say but, I didn't get any video of it, and because it would have taken too long for me to get the camera, take the video while I'm trying to explain to other people what they are seeing in front of their face. Okay, so that was interesting. Okay, so that was my day. I got home, I made dinner. I found out something's been digging in my potatoes. I keep finding potatoes out of the bucket instead of in the bucket. So what I've got to do is either cover them up, water them better, do something, and maybe protect them in some way. I don't know if I have to put plastic wrap over the top with some slits in it to let the air out or what, but they're not growing the way I want. The eyes aren't going really big, so I'm not sure whether it's I have to pull them all, cut crosses in them, put them in a sunny place and let them sprout, or cut crosses in them, put them back in the dirt, keep it watered, keep it covered so something doesn't pick at it. But that's not bad. Went to Jack's last night. It was a lot of fun. About 8 o'clock after I fed the boys, it was time for bed. So we went to bed and got up at the normal time and got started with our day. So let's go first to our daily Rune Pull. So far we've had a pretty good day. Who knows what today's going to look like. Fold it sideways. Let's do it right. Okay, I'm going to turn it over so you can see it. This is Kano, which we've pulled before, but it is inverted. All right, so let's get the book. Uh, 111. Come on. Kano. Okay, this is the rune of Opening, fire, torch. It says, expect a darkening of the light in some situation or relationship. Well, that's no good. A friendship may be dying, a partnership, a marriage, some aspect of yourself that is no longer appropriate to the person you are now. Now, that is good. Okay, that means that something that is now unnecessary needs to be removed. This rune puts you on notice that failure to face up to the death consciously would constitute a loss of opportunity, and it is a cycle rune, of course it is. Reversed, it points to the death as a way of life invalidated by growth. You must give up gladly the old and be prepared to live for a time empty, and that can be kind of scary. Living for a time empty is very, very scary for a lot of people. The good news is that all of the potential is in the empty. It calls for developing inner stability and not being seduced by the momentum of old ways while waiting for the new to become illuminated. Okay? It means the strength is in you. You are going to have to maybe give up something, lose something, or say, no, that's not mine, and garner some inner strength. Inner strength is probably the most important thing beyond, for some people it's faith, for me it's inner strength. It is when I look at the bad times, the tough times, the everything else, I go, yeah, I can get through that. It ain't going to be fun, it's going to suck, but I can get through that. And who's going to help me? Me! We're going to get through it. Let's go to our daily Zen poem, and I paused it because it is incredibly beautiful. Where he lives is indeed most elegantly secluded, and the people who live there have all attained tranquility. Well, I'm not going to say that. Dense groves of bamboo line both sides of the road. In this case, it's mangroves. The clear brook flows by the hut. How free and relaxed is the monk, having abandoned... Excuse me. Bodhi. 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 Hey, come here. We're going to start this over. He is a great alerter. Thank you for letting me know I'm waking up. No. Bodhi. Come here. No Wolfie. There you go. Never work with animals and children. Bodhi, come here. That's enough. I appreciate that. Thank you for alerting. Nobody's out there. Come here. Get over here. Thank you, brother. Let's try that again. The clear brook flows by the hut. How free and relaxed is the monk, having abandoned all the worry and anxiety of the world. Anybody know that guy? The four meditations unite him with suchness that he regards everything as illusory. Mahayana 689, 765. How free and relaxed is the monk, having abandoned all the worry and the anxiety of the world. Where he lives is indeed most elegantly secluded. I think I know this guy. I may have gotten a shower with that guy about 10 minutes ago. Let's go to our little book. The victorious army is like a ton compared with an ounce, while the defeated army is like an ounce weighed against a ton. The combat of the victorious is like the sudden release of the pent-up torrents down 1,000-fathom gorge. This is the strategic disposition of force. All right. So before we go to our kids, let's pull it all together. Number one. Our rune tells us that we may have to give up something and that our inner stability is going to carry us through that gap to get us to the next important thing. That's part of our growth cycle, okay? And it may just be today or it may be a couple days. We don't know. Our poem talks about being secluded and living in a place that is away from everything else, and that place is free from all of the worry and anxiety of the world. Because our world sucks. Let's just say it and call it out. It stinks. And there's plenty of reasons for that. We're not going to get into them. What we are going to get into is, it stinks. How many people do you know that have said, hey, water's wet, and the sky in general is blue, and it's blue right now, and we can explain why? And you get called an ist, an ism, negative. Okay, thank you. What else are you called? A conspiracy theorist. I mean, you can go on and on and on with a quality of name calling when the answer is you have reported on reality accurately. And for those of you who have actually prepared for that reality, good for you. None of our business. Keep working, keep stacking, and keep preparing. Our book tells us that when you are victorious, it is like a rush off the mountain. There is no way for them to stop you. It is too much power. So your personal ability to do that is an extremely important thing. And the reason it's important is because for you to be victorious, you have to plan well. Maybe you have to give up something and you have to cultivate your inner stability. Maybe you need to be secluded and you need to be elegantly secluded and get free and relaxed so that when the time comes for you to apply all of that information and all of that, fight and energy, and I use energy in terms of potential energy, the things that you have that you need to bring to bear, when the time is right, it is going to be like water down a 1,000-foot fathom. You are just going to pound them. And they're going to scream, you're the bad guy, you're an ist, you're an ism, and my answer is Noah 1.0. There's a bearded man who's standing there, and the great Lord shut the doors of the ark with his breath. And Noah 2.0 is going to be a bearded man who's grabbing those doors and pulling them shut with all his might, and he's going to be going, you should have listened, asshole. Click. And that's going to be the end of that. All right, so let's move up to something a little more sunny. Come here, I love you. Your obligatory case of you. You like it? Yes, I know, it's getting close to breakfast. Yo, we gotta start. These guys were good sleepers last night, by the way. He got me up at about 11:30, right? And he had to go pee, and then he went right back to bed, and it was like it never happened. He always picks the spot that I was in because it's the warmest, and then he lays in the middle of the bed like he owns it, and then we have to have a conversation about, no, you go over here. Very good boy. Let's go to Bodie, who did alert us to something outside. Come here. Come here. And this is your quiet moment of Bodie. Who is currently staring at Queso. And this boy was very good. This boy is a very hard sleeper. Right? He went up, he went pee, he came back down. He's very, very good. Went out pee at about 4:30 this morning. No problems whatsoever. But boy, oh boy, he burrows under the blankets, gets underneath my knees, and goes to sleep. And he is out. I can hear him snore. Right? Yeah. All right. Hang on, let's put him back. Now that he's alerted us. All right. What's our plan today? Work. It is a Thursday, so I have to go to work. How's it going to go today? Absolutely no idea. Are the people going to be stupid? Absolutely no idea. What's going to happen? Absolutely no idea. My job is to get there at 8:30. Okay. Do whatever needs to be done that day. Leave as close to 5 o'clock as possible and get back here. Do a little bit more study, got some phone calls to make, that type of thing. Okay. Most important thing that we can do is get out there, be effective in what we do, and then get the heck back. Because I don't want to deal with the people. Polite, nice, let's just move through our day, and when you get whatever needs to get done, that's cool, and I'm gone. And you know what? That's perfectly fine by me, and I really suspect that's perfectly fine by them. So, I want you to have a good day. I want you to think about what you need to maybe get rid of. Okay, maybe something you don't like to have to admit, you have to say no to that. Understand that, being in peace, okay, and the people that have attained tranquility, okay, really are the people that have gotten away from all the noise and nonsense. And when you are well planned and you're ready to go, you are going to steamroll right over them. So make sure you keep planning, preparing, thinking, strategizing. And we're going to sign off the right way before we feed the guys. If you don't take care of you, nobody else will. Thank you, Mom. Are they like-minded? Do they share your values? Do they have something to offer? Or no to any of these questions? Out you go, youngster. You're not tried. Too late. They've made too much of a mess of it. Now they can't have it. I'm sorry. You don't even say I'm sorry. You just simply go, I have nothing to offer. Shut the door. Done. They got to go. Okay? Take care of your tribe, and the tribe will take care of you, because you all have something in common. You're like-minded. You share values. You have something to offer each other. Everything else is just noise, wind. Essentially, these are visible farts. Goodbye. Out they go. Take care of you. Take care of you today. Have a great day. Do something important for you, because if you try to do something great for somebody else, what are you going to do? Nothing. Do something great for you. Have a good day, guys. I'm out.